Hi, everyone. I just wanted to stop by and let everyone know about the upcoming series that I'm going to be doing right here on the Purpose and Life podcast. I'm going to be doing several teachings on sin and its effect on our lives as believers and non-believers. We're going to discuss what's the difference between knowing God and knowing about God. We're going to be defining sin. We're going to be answering the questions, what is sin and how does it affect our lives? And how can we break the stronghold of sin as Christians over our lives? And much more. We're going to be going through the book of Romans during this series and seeing what God's word has to say about the topic of sin. In the book of Romans, Paul addresses the issue of sin. He tells us that there is nothing that we can do to earn God's love. And the only way that we can go to heaven is by believing in Jesus Christ, having faith in God, and trusting in God's grace and mercy. Paul tells us in Romans chapter 6 that we are dead to sin and alive to God. But how can we be dead to sin when we live in a messed up world? And most of the time we are so full of sin and messed up ourselves. Well, Paul says that if we put our complete trust in Jesus Christ, sin will no longer have power over us. In other words, the only way sin can have power over you is if you allow it to. You can make the decision today to walk away from sin. You can make the decision today to walk in the newness of life that Christ has offered. You can make the decision to make good choices and to walk in a way that pleases God. I'm going to stop there. I don't want to share out all the awesome teachings that's going to be coming up in our new podcast series. I hope that you tune in and listen. I believe that for those of you who have been struggling with sin for so long, that God is going to give you the breakthrough that you have been longing for, and that you will experience complete transformation in your life moving forward. So join me. The series begins next week, and I look forward to seeing all of you right here on this podcast.